Good evening, or should I say good morning. It's been a long day for me. I've been up all day trying to figure out how to market Tai Chi. You see, Tai Chi has a bit of an image problem. And it's not that it's a bad image, it's that it has too many images. This makes marketing Tai Chi as a single product very difficult. Sometimes a school will focus on a single benefit, and for a while, in the public's mind, that becomes the only benefit of Tai Chi. They say, oh, it's very good for relaxation. Or, oh, it's very good for arthritis. Or, oh, Tai Chi, that's that martial art. I would like to challenge the Tai Chi community to come up with the best Tai Chi ad. Now, this will be an ad that says what Tai Chi is and what it does, as completely and concisely as possible. Can't take too long to say it. It can be a print ad, like a poster or a newspaper ad, or it can be a radio spot or a TV commercial. And see if we can come up with something that will actually present Tai Chi in its entirety. Now, we've had some fun with Tai Chi ads over the years. We've had ads that said things like, "It's not just about old people sneaking up on trees," and "It's not your grandmother's Tai Chi anymore." We've also tried simple imperatives like "try Tai Chi" or "try Chi." Of course, we know that sex sells, and on the heels of a well-known Canadian chocolate ad that talked about how many women preferred chocolate over sex, we decided to try something like that, and we came up with something that sounded like, "Come on out and try Tai Chi. We'll give you our guarantee that it's better than sex, or the sex is free." Now, that ad was copyrighted but never released until just now, and as it is, I may have some explaining to do when I go home. Of course, you could never use an ad like that because there are laws against what is implied in that ad. What are some of the images that people have of Tai Chi? Well, it's old people sneaking up on trees. It's martial artists who can fly through the trees. It's the beautiful performance by the woman in silk pajamas who can balance on one foot while touching her other foot to her nose. It's the old master throwing the young ruffian across the room without even touching him, using his chi. It's the mystic doing Tai Chi in the mountains in order to achieve immortality and become one with the universe. It is the therapeutic Tai Chi class for people with heart disease and hypertension, for arthritis, for osteoporosis, for any number of conditions, psychiatric and physical, for people recovering from back injuries, for people who want to improve their golf game. It's the Tai Chi tournament with world-class athletes. It's world-class athletes using Tai Chi to improve at their other sports. It's actors learning Tai Chi to understand the relationship between thought, emotion, and posture. Tai Chi for musicians to improve breathing and relaxation and focus. It's also the Tai Chi conference that looks like a Jerry Garcia convention. Now, the difficult thing about advertising Tai Chi is that it can be, depending on variations in space and time, any and all of these things. Tai Chi is an exercise that's popular with the elderly. It is also increasingly popular with young people. And there may be some truth to those legends about the old masters who can do things that seem quite magical. And I know that woman in the silk pajamas. She is very good. I've also been tossed around a room by an old man. I've actually been thrown down several times by an old woman half my size. And I know several of those mystics who do Tai Chi in the mountains in order to lengthen and improve the quality of their lives. Tai Chi can help you, possibly, to understand the universe and your place in it. And doctors all over the world are recommending Tai Chi to their patients for a wide variety of conditions, and they do so based increasingly on reliable scientific research. Tai Chi can be used to improve your golf game. It can also be used to improve your back pain. And world-class runners and other athletes are using Tai Chi to improve at their given sports. And yes, Tai Chi does sometimes seem to be quite popular with balding middle-aged men with ponytails. So, how do you market a product that has so many benefits? And how do you market a product that can appeal to such a broad demographic? You could have separate classes for each benefit. You could have separate classes for each demographic. But depending on the size of community that you're in and the amount of time that you have, that might not be terribly practical. And you would still be teaching the same art, wouldn't you? So, how do you expound on the benefits of Tai Chi without alienating people who might be seeking a different benefit? Advertising Tai Chi for health and relaxation may turn off people who want to learn Tai Chi as a practical martial art. And advertising Tai Chi as a practical martial art may intimidate people who want to learn Tai Chi for health and relaxation. Now, how do you explain to these folks that it's the same art? And that learning Tai Chi for health and relaxation is part of learning martial skill. And how do you teach people that you don't need to learn to fight in order to do Tai Chi for health? In fact, learning Tai Chi as a martial art is actually learning how not to fight. Getting that across has been extremely difficult in the past. So I'm open to any suggestions. If you have an ad, if you have a brochure or a TV ad or a YouTube video clip that you would like to share with us, please go to Tai Chi Central, log into the forum, and post your suggestions there. Maybe we can come up with something that can help Tai Chi to help people and change the world. Thanks.